Sort yourself out.
Attention all Letterkenny fans, get ready for a special event from the one and only New York Times bestselling author, David Mack. The next table read for the hit show is about to take off with an out-of-this-world episode titled UFO. Join us for the live stream event on Tuesday, February 28th, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss this chance to see your favorite characters come to life in a new and exciting way, all from the pages of a script by the talented David Mack. Mark your Facebooks, grab a puppers, and pitter-patter for a wild ride with Letterkenny. Tune in live on the 28th, only on youtube.com/howareyounowpod. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us on another of our Letterkenny table reads. If you're watching us on YouTube, you'll be able to make comments. If we're able, we'll get your comments on the stream for everyone to see. This will in no way, shape, or form be anything resembling a professional table read. We will fumble lines, we will laugh, and some of us may be intoxicated in one manner or another. So grab your peppers, kick up your heels, and let's have one hell of a time as we bring to you UFO. On to our crew.
Ah, man.
I love that we don't actually have a center square like Charles Nelson.
Hey, Jim.
We got the people in the crew. The crew's all here. We got the people on board hollering at each other. Man, it's good to be back. I mean, it's nice to do this when it's a quick turnover from the last time. So that makes it fun.
We didn't have to write it ourselves or have awesome write it ourselves.
Right. And it's quite handy. In fact, yeah, let me bring David over here because he should be at the top square.
Yeah, you just had to wait for me to stop rewriting it.
All right.
Change, one more.
Better you than me, bud.
So let me wrangle these monkeys here for a moment. While I am Dean, I am the host of How Are You Now with my lovely wife Tiara, my wife. And this will be, I don't know how many table reads we've done now. I think this is probably close to 8 nearby. But we've been doing them for a while, and we've enjoyed them so much that we decided to keep doing this, and it's been a blast.
Make our own.
So David has come along and decided he likes to make these for us, and because he does some really awesome work, and we want more of them, and so nobody has heard or seen this at all. This will be the first time anybody's getting to hear or see this. So it's going to be a blast.
Us.
Right.
And some of us haven't seen it.
True. Yeah.
Even though Renee tried.
Right.
I was here, right? I think.
You were here.
Most
Matt was not here.
Matt was not here.
Yeah. So
yeah, at least I showed up, motherfucker.
So, as we're talking here, we're referring to everyone. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. I'm Dean. I will be playing both McMurray and Glenn in this episode today. And now I will turn it over to my wife, Tiara.
I'm Tiara. I am Gail and Tanis tonight.
And I'm going to go ahead and put these like I do them. Al.
Hello, I'm Al. I'm the host and producer of the Produce Stand, and I'm going to be playing Wayne and Radass tonight.
Hello, I'm Tanya. I'm Alan's other half and co-host on the Produce Stand, and I will be playing Katie and Emma tonight.
Tanya, you can say better. It's okay.
Yeah.
As a
we all knew it.
It's redundant.
It is. It's just you should be efficient. You don't need to.
All right.
Well, if
Dennis,
you anything, you better be.
Let's go on to Dennis.
Dennis Guggen, reporting for duty. I'm owner and operator of DG Pop Customs. I customize Funko Pop figures among many other rankentorious endeavors.
Brian.
Great word.
I am Brian Tan. I will be playing Derry and Ron. So, yeah.
Figured out.
Settle down.
Demand.
Hey, it's Damon. What's up, nerds and blurs? I am Damon, father of two, husband of one, and I am playing Stuart and Jonesy.
Excellent. Casey.
Hey, I'm Casey Letterkenny. Answers, I miss Mac and Rosie.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Awesome. I am the head moderator of the Letterkenny subreddit, and I am a frequent contributor to both How Are You Now and the Produce Stand podcasts. And tonight I will be your narrator.
Excellent. Mr. Matt.
Yeah, Squirrely Matt over here, another co-host of the Produce Stand Pod at The Dude North on the handles. I just got to give a quick say, it's great to hear Dennis in real time tonight. Looking forward to that. Yeah, and I will be playing Riley and Rolled, allegedly.
All right. Allegedly.
My other half.
Yes,
Renee. TR may need to help you out since you don't know your play.
All right. Who, me? I'm Renee Encarnacion. Follow me on my socials. I bet you I did. I tonight will be playing a guy named Joint Boy. He's
Nope.
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 All right.
Remember we
Yeah,
cut him
Joint
out.
Boy is out.
So
Your Dick Skin.
Dickskin and Dax.
Dick Skin and Dax.
Well.
Yes.
Wow.
Dick Skin Dax.
This has started well.
Dick Skin Dax.
You gotta post it, Renee?
I literally try to like go back in our text messages.
She just brought it up over my shoulder a little bit ago.
The Dickskins and Jacksicles. Gotcha. Perfect.
Daxical. Yeah. And the well-known and highly regarded David Mack.
I'm not that highly regarded, but okay. Hi, I'm David Mack. I'm the writer of tonight's episode, which in other circles would be called fanfic, but in television we call them spec scripts because we don't like calling them fanfic. In theory, they're supposed to be calling cards, audition pieces. You can't actually use it to audition for the show you're writing about, but you can use it to do audition for other shows, which is funny because I don't want to write for other shows. I'd rather write for Letterkenny, but I can't do that. So I do this. Anyway, tonight I'll be reading the parts of Coach and the big, hairy degen Allison Orson Westwood Yates, abbreviated
Oh,
as
you changed his name to Allison.
I like Allison.
I like Allison.
Alistair Orson Westwood Yates. So yeah, abbreviated as Owie.
Although I do want to hear Alexander say that.
Owie.
He's always been an alley.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So, if you are ready, our lovely narrator, feel free to. Anybody need to bring anything up before we get going?
Now, are we
Very
going to
good.
do that thing we talked about where we're going to have the script? On the
That will,
YouTube
yes, that
channel
will be
for folks to
happening
follow?
around scene 17, I believe. Is that correct?
Okay, yeah, I mean, I just thought it might help people keep track of who's who, but yeah, we can do it when we're getting to that heavy text section.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff.
So awesome. If you are ready.
Letterkenny, UFO, written on spec by David Mack.
Yay, David.
That rhymed.
Scene 1. Exterior. Wayne's farm. Day. Wayne speaks directly to camera.
You and your pals are getting philosophical the other day.
Scene 2. Exterior. Produce stand. Day. Wayne, Squirrely Dan, and Daryl sit and nurse a puppers. Katie reclines in her lounge chair and smokes a joint.
You ever notice when people say that they had past lives, they were always someone famous?
Someone's been watching Bull Durham again.
I'm serious. Like every crunchy granola degen, whoever says they believe in reincarnation, they used to be like the Empress of Atlantis or some shit.
Must be fucking nice.
Well, that's what I say. Must be fucking nice.
Not to be an expert, because everybody's an expert, but that's not how reincarnations works.
You'll learn a lot about reincarnation and women's studies, Dan.
I can take electives.
Anywho.
Most religions, what believes in reincarnations, thinks the soul continues after the physical deaths. to be reborn in a new form.
A new human or something else?
That depends. Some religions think humans can only come back as other humans. Others say the cycle moves souls up or down based on what they deserve.
So if someone's a degen in this life,
It comes back as a slug, if they're lucky.
And this goes on and on forever?
Many Eastern religions say points of life is to break free of the cycle by learning to let go of our attachments to this world.
Huh. So what they're saying is we ought to leave this world behind?
It's a bit more complicated than that, but sure.
If there's any justice, people would come back as their own pets.
Come again?
You should be reincarnated once as every pet you ever had. So every good thing you ever did to your animals, you get to enjoy. And every bad thing you ever did, you get to suffer. And you have no one to blame but yourself.
I have to admit, there's a certain karmic justice to that.
How can you be reborn as something that's alive the same time as you? Wouldn't that be like a paradox?
Really, Derry? That's where you draw the line? You got no problem with life after death, but thinking souls can move back and forth in time is a step too far?
It's just a bit to get my head around is all.
Katie takes a long pull on her joint, holds it, then lets the smoke spill from her mouth and nose as she speaks.
Wayne's right. I totally see it. Maybe there's only one soul in the world, the living essence, and we all share it. It moves back and forth in time, and we all take turns sharing it, so that in the end, we really are all one, trying to end the cycle of rebirth by...
Wayne gets up, takes the joint from Katie's hand, and drops it into his mostly empty bottle of puffers.
No more wacky weed for you.
Wayne sits. Katie, Daryl, and Dan glare at him.
Not cool, big brother.
Someone get this gal a fucking puppers.
Oh, sorry. I jumped the shark. Go ahead.
That's a little wee bit there.
Calm
Scene
down.
3, exterior, barn, day. Wayne kisses a puppy on the head, then speaks to camera.
Namaste, super chieftains.
Scene
Hell
4, opening credits.
Drop the porn music.
Scene 5, exterior, McMurray's house, night, establishing. McMurray.
Oh, yeah. That's the stuff, baby.
Scene 6, interior, McMurray's house, bedroom, night. Photography lights on stands, 4K video camera on a tripod. McMurray behind the camera, ready to pop like a cork. Behind him is a large window with open curtains.
Can I never hear
Warm
Awesome
music.
say that again? I never want. Get ready to fuck. Like, can I just? Oh my god! I'm sorry.
Slow down.
Settle down.
Sort yourself out.
Miss McMurray,
The camera fucking loves you, baby.
Mrs. McMurray in a kimono mini robe and fuck me pumps on the bed, posing provocatively, vamping for McMurray.
As much as I love making London bridges. Where's that newfie girl with the strap on?
Stuck in traffic, baby. Now make love to the camera.
I'd rather make love to you now.
Your terms are acceptable.
So good.
Why did I get the
McMurray
feeling y'all
peels
rehearsed
off-
this?
McMurray peels off his too tight white t-shirt and shimmies out of his blue jeans as, outside the window, a mass of blinding multicolored lights drops into view. A flickering rainbow floods the bedroom. It's so bright, Mrs. M shields her eyes from the glare. McMurray, naked but artfully blocked from camera, spins towards the window and gapes, slack-jawed, at the spectacle. Harmless laser beams sweep over the McMurrays. McMurray clumsily detaches his camera from its tripod, fumbles it as he points it toward the window, where the ball of light goes dark and is gone. McMurray puts his face to the window and stares upward.
Baby, did I really just see that? Or did the edibles just kick in?
I'm still seeing motherfucking spots, though. I know.
Well, I'll be a sumbitch.
Scene 7. Exterior. Modine's parking lot. Night. Gail kicks out the last of tonight's patrons. Squirrely Dan, Jim Dickens, Jonesy, and Riley, all varying degrees of drunk. Dan lights a dart. Riley and Jonesy plod to their Jeep.
Later, dick skin.
Renee. You're muted.
You're muted.
Chickens.
Nailed it.
What is your job?
No notes.
That's
No
what we
notes.
said.
Dan nudges Jim.
Jim, can I beg you for a ride home? Derry's got lucky and left early to do some toe curling.
Yes, about time.
Renee.
Fuck's sake.
I think somebody's
killing
going to need to stand in for Renee tonight.
I'd be happy to, Daniel.
Jim starts toward his truck, then stops when he notices Dan isn't following him. Dan holds up his cigarette.
Mind if I finish my dart first?
Take your time, good buddy.
You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Jonesy and Riley roll past Dan and Jim in their Jeep.
Nerd.
Jim and Dan wear matching looks of disdain as they watch the Jeep leave the parking lot.
Those two nutsacks are missing more screws than an Okoye bedroom set.
Jim is about to reply when he and Dan are bathed in blinding rainbow light from directly above. They stare straight up, mouths open, like turkeys doomed to drown in a rainstorm. A deep thrumming sound emanates from above Jim and Dan. Scared shitless, Jim defaults to his auctioneer mode.
I'm seeing one little lie, one little lie. Do I hear two? Two little lies make that three. Three little lies. Do I hear four? Four? Yes, I hear four little lies going four on once. Now five little lies.
Gale opens the back door. Instantly, the column of light and the wall of sound cease, leaving Jim and Dan staring upward in stunned silence. Gale looks at the two men, perplexed.
What the fuck's wrong with you two?
Hold a beat on the stunned faces of Jim and Dan. Scene 8. Interior, exterior.
No, it's so
Jeep.
bad. It's so bad.
Moving. Night. Riley driving. Lindsay scrolls a takedown app on his phone.
Night. Bro, heading to town. I've got a takedown calling my name.
She got a friend, buddy?
Hang on, I'll check, buddy. Wheel snipe Sally. She got a friend ready to go, buddy.
Hot?
You tell me, buddy.
Jonesy shows his phone's screen to Riley.
Yo, Will Snipe Sally, boys.
Dirty fucking dangles, boys.
Rainbow light floods through the windshield, projected by something in front of and above their truck. Riley and Jonesy shield their eyes.
What is that, buddy?
Don't know, buddy.
Quick, get it on video.
Jonesy fumbles to engage his smartphone's video camera. The blinding light dims and changes angle.
It's getting away, buddy.
The fuck it is, buddy.
Riley steps on the gas, speeds down a dark road while looking up through the windshield for any sign of the lights. The lights above the truck fade and go dark, just as the blue and red flashing lights of a police cruiser strobe through the Jeep's rear window. A siren whoops loudly.
Whoop.
That's the sound of the police.
That's the sound of the beast.
Riley winces as he
Yikes.
sees the cop's lights in his rear view mirror. He slows the Jeep and pulls over. The cops stop behind the Jeep and bathe it in strobing red-blue light.
I think we're fucked, buddy.
And not the way we're hoping for, buddy.
In defeat, Jonesy reclines his seat flat and Riley rests his head on the steering wheel. Scene 9. Exterior. Backwoods crossroads. Night. A 4-way stop. A beat-up piece of shit sedan rolls up. Halts at a stop sign. Its engine stalls. From inside the car comes frustrated cursing.
God damn it!
The hood lock is released. Coach gets out of the car. The car's headlights are still on. He steps in front of the car, opens the hood. Smoke pours out. He pokes and prods like he knows what he's doing.
Fucking American piece of shit.
Hey.
You couldn't die back in town? No, you had to wait till I was in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere to commit fucking seppuku.
Blinding light shines down on Coach. He turns, gazes up into the glare. He falls to his knees. He's on the verge of tears, having a major religious moment.
Everybody take a breath.
Barb,
Deep breath. Hold it.
Barb,
Don't say
is
anything.
that you? I've been so lonely without you, Barb. Every night I wish I could feel your soft hands gently stroking my penis. Your and willing mouth. What I wouldn't give to see my jizz turn your beautiful face into a cum-spattered crime scene just one more time. Every night I sit alone in the dark, the muzzle of my 38 in my mouth, and as I taste the cold blue steel, I remember how you take my load on your tongue and jam your thumb up my teeth to coax out every last drop, and then spit it all in my mouth, warm and salty. Knowing we'll never have that moment again, I'm almost strong enough to pull the trigger.
The searing light vanishes to reveal Coach still kneeling on the asphalt in his car's headlights, one hand down his pants.
New York Times best-selling author David Mack.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Mack.
Oh my God. Oh, my face hurts.
I love you, man.
If you never write another bit of dialogue,
Cum-spattered crime scene.
That is going on your headstone.
Cum-spattered crime scene is my favorite.
We should all
I
be
just,
so
I
lucky.
just take a
All
second.
right.
That's the name
Let's
of my
try to
new
get through the
band.
rest of this.
Anywho.
1 second. Can I just get 1 second to just say how honored I am to be on this show. And this is, if I never get an EGOT, I swear this is the best.
Truly,
That's
this is
my
the
thing.
pinnacle of achievement for all of us. Moving on.
Can confirm. Let's move along
I just exercise.
before we get stuck to something.
The searing light vanishes to reveal Coach still kneeling on the asphalt in his car's headlights, one hand down his pants.
Hey-o.
But now 3 more cars are stopped at the crossroads, one at each other stop sign. The drivers and passengers, Marianne and Betty Ann, Bonnie McMurray, and Alexander, stare aghast at Coach. They've heard everything he just confessed. Coach stands, dusts himself off, and acts like nothing happened.
Well, that's fucking embarrassing.
Gets back in his car, tries to start the engine. It won't turn over. His humiliation boils over into rage. He slams his hand on the horn to drown out his shouting.
Fucking embarrassing!
Scene 10. Interior. Wayne and Katie's house. Dining room. Day. Wayne and Katie have breakfast with Daryl and Squirrely Dan. Daryl is so anxious he can barely eat his yogurt.
The whole fucking town is talking about it. UFO sightings from Modine's to the Old Country Road.
Gail says she can't make Jim Dickens stop counting. He's closing in on 10,000.
And there's this nutsack.
Wayne nods at Dan, who sculpts a devil's tower from Close Encounters of the Third Kind out of
That's different from
oatmeal.
the Devil's Triangle.
Dan works in silence with a manic focus and is making a huge mess.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about this.
We should start packing our trucks right now. Load them up with food, fuel, and ammo, and head north till we're off the grid.
Let's take about 10% off their Grizzly Adams.
Adams.
Don't tell me to calm down. There could be pod people everywhere by now. Our neighbors, our families, our elected officials. How can we know who's anyone?
Jerry, I'm just going to come out and say it. You've gone insane.
Have I? Or am I so sane that it's blowing your mind?
Pretty sure it's the first one.
That's exactly what a pod person would say.
Are you calling me a pod person?
Prove you aren't one.
Pull your finger out of your ass before I come and talk to you.
Okay, that checks out.
Nice delivery.
One crisis sorted out. Or sorry, one crisis sorted. One to go.
Katie stands, moves to Dan's side, and uses a sweet voice.
Dan, it's Katie.
Dan pauses his oatmeal stacking to look up at Katie. He wears the bewildered stare of the deeply traumatized. She rests her hand on a clean part of his upper arm.
Can you hear me, Dan?
Dan nods.
Okay, good. Now, you know, we all care about you, right?
A slow, almost childlike nod from Dan.
Good. Now, whatever this is you've made by wasting an entire pot of steel-cut oatmeal.
Katie slams her hand down on the oatmeal sculpture, flattens it.
Clean it up!
Dan pulls off his cap and clutches it to his chest.
Yes. So perfect. No notes.
Yes, Miss Katie.
Katie storms off to the kitchen to wash her hands. Daryl leans over to Wayne and asks in a terrified whisper,
Are you sure she's not a pod person?
Wayne gives Daryl a scowl and growl. Scene 11. Exterior. Modine's. Day. Establishing.
I don't see anything, McMurray.
Scene 12. Interior. Modine's. Day. McMurray and Mrs. M hold court at the bar, show off a video on McMurray's phone. Around them are Riley, Jonesy, Ron, and Dax. Tanis and Emma sit at a nearby table. Bonnie McMurray tends bar. McMurray points at his phone's screen.
Right there, moving on a diagonal.
All I see is a blur, buddy.
Look harder. I'm telling you, this is genuine footage of an honest-to-God UFO.
I don't think UFO is PC, buddy.
You should call it UAP, buddy.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon, buddy.
Fuck off.
I hate this so much.
Wayne, Daryl, Dan, and Katie enter through the front door. The Hicks park themselves at the bar next to Ron and Dax.
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
Video last night's UFO.
UAP, buddy.
Fuck off.
I want to see it.
Dan, Daryl, Ron, and Dax crowd in too close around McMurray. Ron flashes the big Hicks a salacious grin.
Careful, boys. Any closer and we'll give you cute nicknames.
Sorry.
I thought we already had.
Sorry, we've thrown parties like that. Wait,
No.
I thought we
Top
already
of
had.
13.
Thought we already had.
I thought we already had.
I thought we already had. Sorry. Got it. Sorry.
It's all good.
Y'all caught up?
Yep, got it. We're here.
Okay. Ron gently touches two fingertips to Dax's lips.
McMurray, turns the screen so we can all see.
Daryl and Dan squint at the image on McMurray's phone.
It's all blurry.
Like a disco ball smothered in Vaseline.
Oh, we've thrown parties like that.
We've thrown
No.
parties like that. Must be at the same time. What?
No, you're
Ron
good.
speaks first.
Yeah.
We've been to parties like that.
Oh, we've been to parties like that.
We've thrown parties like that.
Wait, what was that? Back it up.
As McMurray backs up the video, Wayne stands and shoulders closer so he can see the screen. McMurray replays the clip.
I sees it too. There.
Wayne squints, then looks appalled and angry.
Murray, is that blurry pink mess down there your penis?
Oh,
Damn right it is. All 5.15 inches of it. See it right there.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, McMurray,
Script.
put that
God damn
away.
it.
What's your problem, Katie? You got something against my man's penis?
Not as much as you do, apparently.
I just love sucking on it after I get in a G&T. That's all I know.
I could have died happy not knowing that.
The Hicks retreat to their half of the bar. Gail enters from the kitchen holding menus. As she hands menus to everyone,
Behold our new UFO themed menu.
Seriously?
No time to waste, Katie. I need to be ready when the UFO hunters start pouring in.
the others read from the menu in skeptical, deadpan voices.
Close encounters of the bird kind.
Our fried chicken special.
It comes with crop circles.
Onion rings.
Those gives me swamp gas. Pass.
Close encounters of the curd kind.
Poutine with extra curds and gravy.
Sold!
Something to wash that down?
What's going on tap today?
Take me to your leader draft special. It's an out of this world lager from St. Catharines.
Done and done.
What about you, Wayne?
Close encounters of the herd kind.
Bison Burger Deluxe.
That'll do.
Roswell done?
Hard no. I want it barely touched by the fire in the sky.
Katie, can I tempt you with a worst contract sausage plate?
Ew.
McMurray's skin flick put me off sausage, maybe forever. I'll have the Mex Files fajita platter.
You want that with E.T. extra tortillas?
No, I won't finish it. Anyway.
Okay, save room for our marzipan attacks dessert special.
Squirrely Dan stands.
Time to dump my garbage before we goes to light speed.
Gail points toward the washrooms.
Christ.
Enjoy your visit to Area 51.
She finds unzipping her pants, punctuates with hip thrusts.
Our no-fly zone.
Dan has no reply for that, so
I hate
he
this.
exits to the toilets.
Well done.
At a table, Riley, Jonesy, Ron, Dax, Tanis, Emma McMurray, and Mrs. McMurray.
Letterkenny gets buzzed by a UFO, and this is the first time hearing of it. Use pink dicks need to make better use of your Facebooks.
You should call it a UAP.
Fuck off.
Call it whatever you want. I still haven't seen any proof it's real.
McMurray waves his phone at Ron and Dax.
What do you call this?
Bad amateur porn.
Bad.
Amateur?
Well, to be fair,
To be fair,
Hey, the others
Hang on.
alternate high pitch and low pitch, like the Bismillah chorus in Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
to be fair,
To be fair.
To be fair.
Forget it.
All I know.
we've only seen their UFO outtakes, not the whole video.
That's a good point.
You should work that UFO into the plot of your porno.
Yes, then you can give it a porn parody title.
Independence Lay.
War of the Worlds.
Project Blue Balls.
There's only one sci-fi series I still care about. V.
She spreads two fingers in front of her face and sticks out her tongue between them.
To channel Jordan Peele. Nope.
Sorry. I
Scene
missed that one.
13. Exterior. Wayne and Katie's house. Back porch. Day. Wayne leans on the porch rail. Smokes a dart.
Should see a doctor about that, Jim.
Settle down.
Well, it depends.
Yeah, use your Kegels, bud. Give the
Someone is really excited for the next scene that has Rosie in it.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, again, to be
We all
fair,
are. Some of
Anyways.
us are better at keeping it on the DQ than others.
Okay.
Dairy
Scene
Queen?
13. Exterior. Wayne and Katie's house. Back porch. Day. Wayne leans on the porch rail, smokes a dart. Rosie comes out of the house carrying 2 beers and stands next to him.
Wayne,
Rosie,
you didn't finish your dinner.
not hungry.
Rosie
And-
hands one of her beers to Wayne.
And you left half of poppers. So what's a rumpus, Grumpus?
Wayne puffs on his dart, downs a swig of beer, squints.
There's fuckery about.
The UFO sightings.
Exactly.
You think it's fake?
I have suspicions.
What do you think it is?
It isn't a weather balloon or Mars hitting Uranus.
So how are we gonna fuck this pig?
God damn it, David.
Wayne snaps to his ramrod straight, ready to fight stance.
Hard, fast, and face to face.
Yeah,
My
that
mic
sounds
was still
like
on.
our Wayne. Scene 14. Exterior. Church. Night. Establishing. We hear Glenn's off-key singing.
You've got to praise him. Praise him. You've got to praise him.
Scene 15. Interior. Church. Night. Dim and empty but for Glenn, wearing only a white dress shirt and knee-high socks.
Ugh.
He sings off-key into a microphone while dancing down the center aisle like a K-pop star.
Praise him. You've got to praise him. Praise him. You've got to praise him.
Blinding rainbow light pours through the stained glass windows on one side of the church. Glenn stops singing and stares into the scintillating radiance, hypnotized. Glenn drops to his knees and rips open his shirt, cranes his head back in a pantomime of relief and ecstasy.
Yes, I'm ready, Lord. Take me, use me. Let me receive your blessed anal probe. I'm lubed and ready to go, just like I promised.
A flash of white light, and then silence and shadows. Glenn opens his eyes. His confusion turns quickly to disappointment and then into rage.
Oh, sure. Get me all hot, then just leave. Same thing every time. If that's your will, Lord, so be it. You big tease.
He casts a guilty look around to make sure he's alone.
Just for that, I will be taking another loan from the collection plate. Sorry, but I warned you.
Scene 16. Interior. Skid's basement lair. Night. Stuart, Rold, Connor, and Darian are all passed out in awkward-looking poses. A thick, smoky haze fills the room.
Oh my god.
Eerie sounds accompany the beams of colorful light that flood through the basement windows squarely onto Stuart and Rold. Rold stirs, half awake. He squints at the prismatic glare before shielding his eyes. He mumbles to Stuart. Stuart! Stuart snorts and lowers his bowler hat to cover his eyes.
Stuart! Wake up, Stuart! Go back to bed, Rold. But Stuart! Vex me not, Rold. I'm verging on an arousing phantasmagoria.
Rold's voice becomes a high-pitched squeak.
Stuart!
Stuart lifts his bowler's brim and looks into the light.
What is your botheration, Rolled?
Look, it's a UFO.
No, Rolled. That's just a banal hallucination. Go back to sleep.
But Stuart,
What, Rolled?
how can it be a hallucination if we're both seeing it?
Because we took the same drugs, obviously. Really, Rolled, sometimes your ignorance abounds.
Stuart lowers his bowler hat and calls it a night. Rolled hides under his blanket and steals fearful peeks out from under it at the coruscating lights. Scene 17. Exterior. Letterkenny.
Sex.
Aerial. Moving. Night. We're in the UFO's point of view. A ghostly, monochromatic green image, cruising at high speed just above the rooftops. Down below, someone with a shovel works outside of a barn. Scene 18. Exterior. Barn. Continuous. Night. Silhouetted in a single harsh outdoor floodlight on the barn, Squirrely Dan piles shovelfuls of manure onto a heap as tall as he is, and which is suspiciously similar to the Devil's Tower. Scene 19. Exterior. Wayne and Katie's house. Back porch. Night. All quiet. Eerie sounds, faint at first, grow louder. Push in on the house's back door. Scene 20. Interior. Wayne and Katie's house. Dining room. Night. Rosie sits at the table reading a book, her back to the kitchen. The eerie sound from outside becomes louder. Intense, colorful light dances into the kitchen and dining room through the window of the mudroom's closed door. Rosie puts down her book, turns, looks at the light. She gets up, walks to the mudroom door, opens it. Wind and light pour in, an homage to the famous shot of the kid opening the door in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Scene 21. Exterior. Wayne and Katie's house. Back porch. Night. The back door stands open. Rosie steps out onto the porch. She stares up in wonder at the brilliant light. Then, the UFO's POV as it rotates 180 degrees to find Wayne standing below it in the laneway, a baseball glove on one hand. Wayne is already into his windup, and here's the pitch. The baseball soars from Wayne's hand, smack into the UFO. Wider to reveal. A shower of sparks as the baseball shatters the lights. A large UAV drone crashes into the laneway. Wayne and Rosie converge upon the wrecked aerial drone.
Like I said, fuckery.
Wayne takes out his cell phone, dials, waits. Then,
How are you now? Not so bad. I was right. You know what to do.
Scene 22. Exterior. Country road. Night. A beat-up piece of shit panel van hurtles past us, weaving over the center line. Music blaring over laughter. Scene 23. Interior. Van. Moving. Night. The same music. The laughter comes from the D-Gen All-Stars. Jivin' Pete, Radass, Sled Ted, and Alistair Orson Westwood Yates. Plus, new faces, Soupy Campbell and Spider Creelmance. Sled Ted is driving. Jivin' fucking Pete rides shotgun. The other four are in back, watching video playback of it on an old laptop. Clips shot by their drone. The McMurray's porno, the humiliated coach, someone being chased by an ostrich.
Allegedly.
These pics are so fucking sick.
They call us D-Gens. Fuck these guys.
Spider, cue up the hockey players getting busted again.
Soupy, pass me the pipe.
24. Exterior, country road, night. Sequence set to music. The van rounds a curve 100 feet down the narrow 2-lane road, heading right toward us. Blocking their path, Wayne's truck is a wall parked in the middle of the road, its headlights and cabin lights on. The van's headlight beams light up Wayne, who stands arms crossed in front of his truck, flanked by Daryl and Coach. The van skids to a stop a few yards shy of Wayne's truck. Sled Ted puts the van in reverse but hits the brakes as McMurray's enormous truck pulls out from a dirt path in the woods to completely block the road behind the van. Riley, Jonesy, and McMurray get out of the huge truck and stand in a skirmish line, lit by the van's red brake lights. Scene 25, interior, van, night. The back of the van is pitch dark until the side door is open from outside. The Hicks and hockey players, silhouetted in pale moonlight, pull the D-Gens out of the van and into the road. Scene 26, exterior, country road, continuous, night. In the glare of the van's headlights and the ruddy glow of its brake lights, the Hicks kick the shit out of the D-Gens. Riley and Jonesy each hit Radass and Soupy so hard, they spin the fuckers about face, and then they each finish off the other guy's foe with brutal jabs. Coach slams Spider's head through the window of the van's driver's door. McMurray hoofs Sled Ted in the balls. Alistair lands a few punches on Wayne, but then Wayne rallies and knocks the gigantic D-Gen on his ass. Daryl drops Jivin' Pete with a headbutt to his nose. Wayne congratulates Daryl with a low bones. Once all the D-Gens are down, Wayne makes a point of smashing the D-Gen's laptop against the van's rear bumper and hurling the wrecked computer into the woods. In the road after the fight, Jonesy and Riley take stock of their fallen opponents.
Demand.
Jonesy.
Your guy shit himself, buddy. A close encounter of the turd kind.
Great. Now I need a shower, buddy.
Daryl spits on Jivin' fucking Pete.
E.T. phone home and tell your mom to come pick you up, you fucking loser.
McMurray grabs Sled Ted's collar, lifts the man's bloody face off the pavement. Ted is missing one of his front teeth.
Hey, Ted, you fucking Sally. In case your dentist asks, the tooth is out there.
Coach looms over Spider and shoots at him.
Hey, Spider, you feel good about yourself? You shouldn't, because you just got your ass kicked by an old man. That's not just sad, it's fucking embarrassing.
Wayne takes a knee next to the semi-conscious Alistair.
All of this has happened before, and all of this will happen again. By which I mean us kicking your D-Gen's asses. To quote the sci-fi classic, The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Wayne stands.
Klaatu Barata. Go fuck yourself.
Wayne exits, leaving Alistair and his pals to bleed in peace. End credits.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, hell
Brilliant.
shit. Klaatu Barata, go fuck yourself.
Well done,
Fuck
Mr.
you,
Mack.
Barata. Go fuck yourself.
Klaatu Barata necktie.
Too much fun.
That was great.
David, that was awesome, bud.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
That
you,
was
David.
outstanding.
I gotta say, this one was even better than the first.
Yes.
It really
I-
was. It really was.
Oh.
Yeah,
Here's to somebody actually hearing about this script, man, because this was awesome.
Oh my god, can you imagine if they actually filmed this? This would be so fucking great.
Thank you, Jim. Well, now that we've done this, they legally can't.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Oh,
Put this
but I-
fucker in the vault.
Well, they were never
box.
going to look at it anyway.
but I can use it for my voiceover scripts.
Yes.
There you go.
When I'm
I
making
can too
demos.
as narrator.
There you go.
Those legal rules.
Yeah, I mean, I think I really want to point out is how awesome really gets like through all of these. She like really like no matter what the script is, no matter how dumb we're being, no matter how I mean,
Right?
by that
She is a pure professional.
yeah,
She's the
meaning,
greatest mom
no matter how drunk I am, is
of
what
the
I'm
group.
trying to say, or like stoned I am. Like she's just
She's
like
the greatest mom in the universe.
She
Yeah.
is.
This is so
I think
hilarious
she's going
because
to
several of
be-
you here are moms, and it ain't me. I'm the auntie.
I think
Oh, it's you know
awesome
if
is our Morgan Freeman.
Ah,
I don't know if that's
narrator.
me, but you
Praise
Renee
Lord.
didn't quite remember his lines this evening.
It didn't help. That
Hey,
he didn't know
Because he
who
didn't
was
have to
playing.
remember him. He just had to read him. He just had to remember who he was.
That was challenge 1.
Wait, who was I tonight?
we take all abilities.
You
David.
are
You're
Renee.
supposed to be
Welcome
Dax.
back.
You will always be Renee.
Hey, I think I got some compliments on doing the dick skins.
It was not. It was not the foghorn leghorn this time.
I say.
I gotta say, I quite enjoyed
Well, this
the.
Well, now I say,
the
I say, I
we
say
need
five.
to
Now I say, now I say, now I say, for the boy. Now look, I say seven.
How do you know you were born before 1980?
I quite enjoyed the UFO.
what? I was
themed
born before
menu.
1980. What?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
you have a
menu is great.
foghorn leghorn impression. That's how you
Oh,
know.
I see.
I see. I see.
I have a
Renee is younger
Foghorn
than me,
Leghorn
though, so there's no
impression.
way.
Vintage '84 sluts.
Yeah, you're on the cusp. So
Who's the oldest here? Is it
Not
me
it.
or is it David? How old are you, David?
53.
I'm older.
Oh, Dean is older. Anybody else older than Dean?
No.
Yeah, your grandpa.
He's so old,
No.
he's not allowed on Letterkenny.
You know, that's
I'm
a
the
very
pop.
sought
Neither are
after
we, though.
niche porn.
That's a
Yes,
sought after what?
I know this. That's how I pay my bills. So.
Oh, by being a gilf, a granddad.
on
you'd like to
OnlyFans.
talk?
Yeah,
That's right.
G-DILF.
Dean the
G-Dilf.
Silver Fox.
Granddad.
No, see,
hopefully
he
not
doesn't have silver to be a silver
curveballs here, I
fox.
can tell.
I just got this right
David
here.
qualifies as a silver fox, though.
True.
Speaking of the silver fox, I'm
still
honored
alive.
to be able to be asked back on another David Mack fucking script because
Oh, yeah.
dude, you're killing these. I mean, like
Well, we're gonna need all hands on deck for the next. one.
I know
Yeah, we
live in
might
my own,
have to invite a new face in too. 'cause
I live in my own little world. But
Well,
the
we're gonna
fact
need
that-
4 women and 8 men.
But the
four
fact that I
women.
keep getting
Okay.
invited back to these, dude, I'm really honored, Dave. Like these are fucking awesome, and they get funnier. Like it's you have to like
That's the hope.
we all grew up, or grew up, whatever. We've been watching fucking Letterkenny for what the past 10, 12, 15 years at this
It
point.
feels like it.
It's gone since 2016.
Yeah,
So,
Timeline might be a
I'm
little
I'm 39, but I feel like I grew up on this shit. And meanwhile, like and it all got laid on to me over the past 7 years in reality. But the
Well,
fact
that's
that David
how long
is
it's been
like,
out.
yeah, the fact that
It's been like 7 years.
The bar was high from
Yes.
Hanger, and it's just
Hanger,
been
yes.
lifted from you. Right?
I'm loving
Okay,
Jay's
that-
in here.
well,
It's
without
so
spoiling
good.
too much, I've aimed even higher on the next one, but it's going to be a demanding read.
Oh,
Yeah, you thought it was hard
So
to
maybe
get
we
through
should
this
have
one?
more than one practice.
Yeah,
I am
maybe.
feeling threatened
Oh, yeah.
by this.
Okay.
Like, if
I
you thought
will,
this was challenging, wait till you see what comes next.
The thing I love about
basically
this is that
aimed much bigger.
the thing I really love about this is we're creating new content for. I
That's
mean,
what
I'm-
for-
that's really what I'm
unique
getting-
content for Letterkenny.
I guess that's ultimately is what I'm getting at, though, is the fact that this is not just like, all right, we're on the Letterkenny train, but like we're kind of entering this
Contributing
new.
to it.
Yeah, we're breaking we're breaking that barrier. We're like, holy shit! It's not like this is just like, oh, we're doing this. Like, this shit's fucking hilarious. This is
Right.
fucking like,
And there's more fun
And
stuff
there's
to come,
there's more stuff coming.
which we're not going to talk about while we're live, but
No,
another time we can totally talk about it.
Also, I want to say something. Earlier, David, you mentioned about in other circles this would be called fan fiction, but teen screenwriters don't like to call it fan fiction. You know,
Correct.
I write fan fiction. I have written Letterkenny fan fiction. Own your nerd, son. It's okay. Fan fiction is great. I love it.
Oh yeah. No, fan fiction can be perfectly brilliant. I mean, it's just
I mean,
that
mine's not
for some reason,
screenplay
you know,
format, but-
some people just don't like to call it that, but that's exactly what this is.
Mhm.
I'm a fan. I wrote a script based on the thing I love. It's fan fiction.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
like
in
when
TV.
Neil
TV just
Gaiman
calls it a
wrote.
spec script.
Yeah, that's when like Neil Gaiman wrote A Study in Emerald. That was fanfic
Yeah.
of Sherlock Holmes and H.P. Lovecraft.
More importantly, this is well written fan fiction.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, God.
You hit every single point. Like you so like you really bring us into the show and how the show is.
Well, it's like, I mean, I study it as a writer. You know, I look at it. I look at how they set up the jokes, how they pay off the jokes, how they use repetition. You know, how it's the callbacks. It's not just the setting up. You know, it's like the whole. You know, you should soccer. You should really call it football, buddy. Fuck off. Someone always says something like that. So echoing that with the UFO, you should call it a UAP, buddy. I mean, you know, fuck off.
David, I know you get influences from other shit because I know you do other writing beyond Letterkenny. Like Letterkenny has like a lot of inspiration from Shakespeare and shit. So like, do you?
Shakespeare is always a big influence on Star Trek.
That's what I was curious. Where have you been throwing that? Like, I mean, maybe not Shakespeare, maybe a Poe, or like, have you been?
I mean, I love Shakespeare. I've got the complete works on the shelf right back there.
I've seen him.
Look, a horse. No.
I've seen him. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like
by a bear.
I'm curious. Do you have anything planned for the future? Any of our future scripts? You know, with a
well, I mean, actually, we don't want to talk about it while we're live, but yeah, there is another.
Come on, bro, give me the fucking juice.
There's plans.
Hey, Renee. You know that group
Settle
we're
down.
in Discord? That's where we can talk about it. You know that group that you're never like
Man,
in?
I don't know if you've met
That's-
me before. I know you're new around here, but like
nuggets are unbelievable.
I like to poke the bear.
What?
Poke the bear.
Who's the bear?
Okay, can I just say, reciting Langston Hughes, that makes me so fucking happy because like the school that I used to teach at, I had a book of Langston Hughes poems in my classroom, and it ended up going all around the school because nobody had anything like that. It's not in curriculum. Fucking love Langston Hughes.
Who turned their vibrator on?
Oh,
I was gonna say, who's fucking taking
Sorry.
a shit?
Not yet.
Whoever they are, they're having a better time than the rest of us.
All I have to say too
I
is
should do
that
that.
Langston Hughes is probably one of the most like he should get way more credit for his contributions.
All
to
right, I
modern
dropped
literature.
Shakespeare. It was like fuck Shakespeare. And I was like Langston Hughes.
We don't even know if he really did things.
Shakespeare was like
I
a
didn't say
real
fuck
dude
you. I
who may
love
or may not
Shakespeare.
have actually written all of the things he wrote.
No,
Langston
he
Hughes
definitely
wrote
did. There is
No, don't bring in the whole
No.
anti-Stratfordian bullshit.
We're not going into that right now. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No.
Like I said, poke the bear. Poke the
I'm
bear.
just saying it's pretty
Bear.
cool to hear your
Speaking of-
10-year-old son reciting Langston Hughes poems by
Yeah.
memory like you're in a freaking coffee shop.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Speaking of poking the bear, I think there should be a skit with a bear in it, and Brian's dog should make the growly sounds.
I tell you what, that's her saying, "Dad, you should be in bed. What are you doing? Well, since you're awake, let's play. Let's play. Let's play."
Let's
Like
play.
that UFO really sounds like a dog.
All right, my friends.
All right, folks.
We're closing in on
We're-
8, so we got to do this.
We gotta tighten this up.
Yep.
So it was fun having everybody here, and we hope to see everybody back next time. And
March or April.
yeah, something like that. So y'all take care, and we'll see you the next time. Bye
See you on the flip side.
bye. Bye bye now.
Bye now.